we get into girl chat, I'm just gonna make a drink so I can deal with the three wise healthers over there. Yes, those are my babies. You know, I need something to take the edge off today, so we're making a spiked vanilla berry lemonade. Now, to start off, you're gonna wanna muddle some blueberries, blackberries, and vanilla beans in a strainer so that the juice drips into a pitcher with ice like we have here, and it keeps the seeds out. Next, pour a half a cup of fresh lemon juice into the pitcher, like that, and 2.5 cups of vanilla vodka. You know I like vanilla, right, Tam?
Oh, yeah.
1.5 cups of water right here, and a half a cup of sugar, and you just stir it all up. I know it seems like a lot of sugar, Jeannie, but it really does, you know, kind of give it that little taste.
This drink tastes so good tonight. It's really good. Yeah.
Now, once everything is combined, you pour it over the ice, and you just garnish it with some lemon and a blackberry, and there you go. And I'm about to join the ladies for some girl chat.
Come on over.
Cheers.
You're such a great bartender.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Cheers.
The vanilla makes such a big
Cheers.
hit in this drink. It's so good.
It's nice.
I love
Lovely.
it. I love it, seriously.
Okay, ladies, first step. Everyone likes to feel valued and appreciated, right?
Yeah.
And while there's all sorts of ways to let someone know they're extraordinary, does the amount of praise you get go down as your age goes up?
What?
Eliza Dumays recently admitted on the site Man Repeller that she's nervous about the day when she's no longer impressive for her age. Eliza, who's excelled in her career thus far, came to the conclusion that even if she has an unbelievable job, there's bound to be another person her age who will already have made Forbes by then. So ladies, knowing that we all have different journeys, are you okay with the idea of no longer being impressive someday?
I think being alive is impressive.
Yes.
Now. We've made it here. We're still alive and kicking. There's air in our lungs. Our hearts are beating after all the heartache. You're still functioning. You still love. You still are kind. I mean, there's so many things. It depends on what you view as impressive. Is having a lot of money impressive to you?
No,
I'm sorry. That makes me sad.
True, but maybe it's not so much as being impressive as it is just being qualified as an adult. Because I'm 40, y'all, and I still don't know what really is adulting. I just
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
You're so great with money business.
Yes.
Girl, but it's not that complicated. Sometimes I don't know all the passwords to my logins. I actually don't check my credit card statement. But here's another thing. Like, this is a pretty serious one. When we had all the fires that were going on here, I actually had to stop and think, is my house insured? Like, fire insurance. And I realized it wasn't. So if that went down, I actually would have been completely homeless. I'd be staying at your house. So there's just basic things that I think, the thing is, when you were younger and you were over-responsible, that was good and you were seen as an old soul and responsible.
Yeah.
But now at 40,
there's no excuse.
Are you really adulting the way adults should be adulting?
Got it. You don't get credit for doing the simple things that you technically should already know how to do or already be responsible for.
Yes.
Ooh, I
Well, I think as you get older, you just got to deal with the fact that you're getting older. I mean, there are things that you can't do that you used to do. Like, that's why I tell people, while you young and can do stuff, do it. You can walk. If you can run while you can run. Because after a certain time, you know, your body be like, what? Them knees and stuff, thighs, it's so appreciate what you have at the moment. And I think when you appreciate it, then if it kind of fades away, you still can remember the time that it happened.
Yeah,
so.
that's okay. I
would approach this situation by not comparing. You know, I always say comparison is the thief of joy. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. I have a friend who raised all of her kids, and she is in her 60s, and she's like, you know what, I don't care what anybody thinks. I've always wanted to be a flight attendant. I'm gonna be a flight attendant now. So she travels the world. Hi, Debbie. She watches the show. She absolutely loves us. So you know what? Don't look at what other people are saying about you. Be impressed with yourself.
Yes.
You're impressed with yourself, and you're focused on your own journey, and you are running your own race, then it doesn't matter.
It is dope, though, to blame things on your older age. I like now that, like, if a lot of people are going out and everybody's making you feel bad because you want to stay in, I feel damn straight good about saying, no, y'all, I don't want to be with y'all. I actually want to sit at home and watch my Netflix.
Yeah.
I really want to be home and
It's
just like
okay.
eat my chips in a hot mess on my chest.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay, you know?
I'm so excited about vieja mode, like just being an old lady, minding my business, doing my thing. I saw somewhere, I almost want to say it was Yvette Nicole Brown, may have put this on Twitter or Instagram or something or said it, but she said that, like, you know how when you played Nintendo or Mario Brothers growing up, like, you get to levels?
Yeah.
That's what age is. Like, oh, I'm on level 35 over here. I don't know what level you on. Like, every time you make a year, it's a blessing and it's something to be excited
say,
about.
getting
And that
older-
is impressive.
Yeah.
You
Well,
made it to
it is
level
a blessing.
40.
I have to be honest, though. It gets hard, though.
Really?
What
Yeah.
gets hard?
Like,
What's
yeah.
hard?
'Cause
Wait,
I-
wait,
Tell us,
speak,
when does it
speak
start
to us,
happening?
Grasshopper. You act, because I'm like, you act like you're really ahead of us. You're not, Lonnie.
Yes, I
No,
am.
you're
Not
not.
really.
Y'all forget, I'm 10 years, I'm what, 15 years older than you? I'm 10 years older
You're
than y'all.
saying you're real.
Yeah.
10. I know.
Wait,
Lonnie's
add that
real
up for
age.
me, because
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
you're-
I've
well,
always
thank
said
God I
my
can't do
age
math
now.
over
It's
here.
not, yeah, but no, and so I
Can I ask
tell
an
you-
honest question then? Because I do want to know, and since you're like my sister, I don't get to ask this with a lot of people. Tell me what it's like in your 50s, because I heard from Lon.
She's not in her 50s.
You just
I'm
said 10
almost
years.
there.
Almost
Oh,
there.
almost. Oh, well then, girl, well, then you're right where we are.
Yeah,
no,
that's not...
it's a big, to
no,
me, I
50s
feel
is
like I'm
different.
10
I
years.
am. I'm 41.
you
I forgot
feel
how old
like-
I was for a
Yeah,
second.
because, well, sometimes I talk to you, I feel like it's 10 years older.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Wait, Actually, give us something that we've talked about, or one of us has talked about, and you're like, yo, they're not even there yet.
She
They don't
doesn't
get
even
it.
know yet.
Because I know I get it sometimes with you.
Yeah.
And then I know I get it sometimes with you as a mom,
And-
where I'm
and-
like, I could never understand.
Well, mostly it's the physical stuff. Like when
Okay.
you were talking about, oh, you're not gonna have sex every day, blah, blah. I was like,
Yeah,
honey.
I was there. When she said that, I looked at her like,
I
honey.
thought that my prime wasn't even here yet. I thought I'm gonna go through like my sexual prime when I'm in my 40s.
But you
and 50s.
said every day,
Every day,
Adrian.
that's the difference.
It was like, girl, every day.
Yeah.
You got stuff to do, okay?
yeah, right.
And you try to
Yeah.
do it every day because
Yeah.
you have that
Yes.
sexual feeling, but some days you're just like, I'm tired.
And then when
I
it
can't
comes
do
to you, Tam, you talk about the different positions that you do. And I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, wait till you get a little older. My knees don't do that no more, girl. So
You'll
it's
get
like,
stuck.
so when you guys talk, it's like, that's why
Yeah.
I said appreciate where you are right now in your life.
Yes.
Not just with the physical stuff, but
Yeah.
mentally too.
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
You know how you say to us, like, that it gets hard. So right now, I would say I'm not in a place, like when I have birthdays, I personally never feel like, getting older. Like, I'm like, oh, another year of life, yippee. You say at some point it'll get, when do you think that age comes where you're like, oh, I don't want to get older?
It may hit you. Sometimes it'll hit you when you go to the doctor, and the doctor tell
That
you,
is true.
you know,
You're
you
older
only
now.
got about 20 more, 30 more years. No, seriously.
True. I did think about it once I turned 40 because I was like, wait a minute, the average person lives to be like in their 80s, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh,
Half of my life.
I've
Half your
lived
life.
half of my life.
Yeah. Or like when I went to the dentist one time, and the dentist, I still have my wisdom teeth. And she said, you have cavities. She said, you need to take them out now, or either you need to get them filled. You need to decide what you want to do, because that'll be your lifespan. Because you don't want to wait until you get maybe in your 70s or 80s.
then it's a
and then you
higher
gotta
risk
have, right.
to do
so,
surgery
and then,
on older.
And that's when it hits you. I'm old as hell. No, and it's not a bad thing. It teaches you to look at life, because
Appreciate
life is
it.
short,
Yes.
and appreciate it.
I
So
hear
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Appreciate where you are, but know that one day it's gonna hit you.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then that's when you're gonna really start doing things that really,
Yes.
really, really matter.
And don't wait till it hits you to start taking care of yourself. Take care of your dang self
That
now.
is true.
That's right. Brush them teeth. Eat healthy. So speaking of getting older, if you've ever wanted to feel young again in the bedroom,
I'm
one
ready.
company might have the solution. According to The Sun, UK porn company Steamy Streamers is offering a service where for £12,000, they will film you and your partner having sex in virtual reality so that you can relive it together later in life. Now that means you'll be able to see every freaking detail, like this close. And it's as if you were really there. The company says the cost covers planning, filming, production, location, the editing of your virtual love making. So ladies, would you be down to do the digital deed with your man?
No.
No?
No, and you guys know I'm up for everything. I'm saying no to this because, okay, one, I don't really want somebody in my room filming
Yeah.
me like that I don't know like that.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Okay.
Lonnie is gonna be so proud of my growth. I don't want a video lingering around there. That'll add to my anxiety. Number 3, I want to enjoy the stage that I'm at. I want to enjoy, I don't know if we could say this, I want to enjoy his little gray pubic hairs and mine too. I don't know. And I don't want him to look at that old video and wish that I was still that.
See, no, I disagree, man.
I'm like, yo, enjoy this version.
No, I feel as fine as wine right now. I damn straight want a porn of me today. Today, I do. Absolutely.
And you would watch it.
I would do it.
When you're like 80.
I want, first of all, okay, for anybody who's actually, okay, so obviously this is for the adults, it's Friday, but if you've ever made love with the person that you love with any reflection nearby,
Yeah, like a mirror.
Yeah, you do look.
You change up. What did you just say?
You do look.
Okay.
Yeah, and you perform.
Yeah.
And you perform.
Put on a show for yourself.
I just think if you could actually enjoy yourself, we're only as hot as we are right now. Nothing changes away from this moment. You get hotter, but the hottest you are right now, enjoy it. So I think if you're feeling it, if you're in love with your person, if you want to enjoy like the art of having sex in the way that you do best, film yourself.
What
I
if
would
your
have-
kids find this virtual thing?
How do my kids expect that they got here in the first place?
Yeah, but I don't want them to see it. You guys see, I'm getting like an old lady already.
No, I agree with you, Adrian. I think I would have FOMO watching it.
Me
I would just be
too.
like, oh my God. My boobs used to look like that. Do you know what I mean?
But why are you looking at the negative side of it? I know you, and I see you look at pictures in your past, and you always say, oh my God, look at me, I'm gonna get back
No,
to that.
I always say, why was I complaining then? I was so pretty. You know we always do that.
Yes, okay, but Tamara, I promise that if you had like a sexy little recollection of you and Adam, it would turn you guys on. Yes, it would.
But then I hope I can perform after that. Like if I can't do anything with what I'm feeling, then I'm gonna be frustrated.
Well,
then I'll
yeah.
be a frustrated old lady.
Or would it remind you of some of those tricks that you had that you did so
Then
well?
I would want to try and do the tricks. And I
then she
realize, like
can't.
Lonnie said, I can't because I get stuck.
Guys, you are really depressing me about
Wait,
age
okay,
here.
listen. Like you just said about Tam, all of us have been there. All of us have looked back at pictures and been like, why was I so
Yeah.
mean to myself back then?
Yeah.
Why was I picking, I was fat then, and you're like, I was mad skinny then.
That's what I'm saying. You-
Wear the bathing suit now, people.
That's what I'm
You're
saying.
never
I'm
gonna
telling
be better than you are
what I've
today.
been telling
That's what I'm saying. Do it now.
Yeah, that is.
Do
Okay,
it now.
But do it now, but don't look back.
Do it now and enjoy what you look like now. I still say to this day, I think every woman should do their own boudoir shoot for themselves. Take a beautiful, like,
So I did that. Am I okay now?
Yeah,
I
yes.
don't gotta do
but
the
then
porn?
but do it again in 10 years, and do it again in 10 years. Embrace where you are, because ladies, we bloom. Have you not noticed? We look amazing at every stage of our
Yeah.
life.
A
It's when
photo
you
is
let
not
go.
action.
It's when you let go of the way you look at yourself that everybody will see you the
I
way
don't know
you
about
see
no
yourself.
3D, okay? I don't know about 3D.
It's the action.
And me and James, we too,
I love it.
I love it. You know,
What?
okay. Well, I want to say here's an example, okay? A perfect example who you don't normally see women like her moving like this. But because she does, and I've seen it so much, I really think it's hot and sexy, and that is Lizzo.
Yeah, she's
I think
empowering
Lizzo
so many women.
gives me a perfect example of like, she makes me actually
But
go,
she also young.
Yes.
it's not about being young.
No,
you guys
as
get what
you
I'm
get
saying? though?
older, stuff drop. And that's on men too, Jeannie.
Where do you think twerking came from? Then drop it lower.
No, I ain't
my
talking
gosh.
about in the back. I'm talking about in the front, okay?
Well, here's a man who really loves his wife. Courtney Lee Johnson was recently on a 6-hour flight and noticed that one of his fellow passengers was a real stand-up guy. Courtney tweeted out this picture with the caption, "This guy stood up the whole 6 hours so his wife could sleep. Now that is love." Well, not everyone on Twitter agreed. I see some of you do. But not everyone did. Some people actually thought the man watching over her for so long was creepy, while user Philomena blamed the woman, tweeting out that she wouldn't even let her man stand for 10 minutes. So ladies, do you think this is true love or just plain dumb?
Can I see that picture again? Because, okay, see, his butt is in somebody else's face.
Yeah.
I would have been like, hey, play it. Sit down.
Yeah, that inconveniences other people.
Yeah.
And I would think about that as the wife. And another thing, I'm just putting this out there, wouldn't she be more comfortable if she was laying on his lap at the end? then y'all both
Yeah.
could have been comfortable together.
I would agree the same.
She ain't got
but
no
I feel
shoes
like,
on. What is
I know.
happening?
I don't know.
But here's the thing, like you said before, Adrian, you never know people's story.
That's
So
true.
you don't know. Is she in a fatal position as far as like being sick? Is she having to run to something? Maybe she just got some terrible news before she got on the plane. Maybe she really needs to sleep for a big issue.
I agree, but then he needs to go somewhere and not be in the middle of the aisle.
Go kick it over backwards.
You don't want
Yeah,
to
By
know.
the flight attendant.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I would feel guilty having my man stand up
Me too. Right.
and think of safety. Like, what if there's turbulence? I wouldn't want him like
Oh,
hitting the
that's
top of the
sweet.
plane because some people they
Yeah.
get hurt, like
Yeah.
seriously.
I'm gonna need
hurt.
you to sit down and put your seatbelt on.
Yes,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
maybe I would like kind of oscillate back and forth. I would like, hey babe, I'm gonna sleep for 2 hours. Thank you so much, and then you could sleep, or you could sit down, or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
because I think of us as a team. but-
Compromise.
Or put
Yeah,
your head on
compromise.
his lap. I'm just saying that's a
Yeah.
very cozy pillow. Them thighs work beautifully.